Yeah, I'm Sven playing some Thief Deadly Shadows. Last time I was in this place. Now I'm going through the fog to another place. Do you like this amazing commentary? Then watch more of my stuff. Sing a song of daffodils, grey lady, choose the one to kill, and you are out. Just doesn't sound good written, does it? It sounds very bad written, but it would sound probably fine if it was sung, because children's songs are all weird.
What are you up to?
I was going to bring some wine to Widow Moira up on the roof.
I thought I left clear instructions that the widow should get no wine. She's in a terrible state. She wouldn't know the difference between you and a murderer serving up a glass of poison.
But
Wine is the last thing she needs. What if she swoons and falls to her death? Do you want that on your conscience?
but when I set down her dessert tray, she saw me and made me swear I'd bring her a glass.
Oh, did she? Then go to cook this instant and tell him to hide the bottles, lest some other half-wit servant gets the idea to disobey my orders.
Yes, Mistress Mastiff.
Well, be off with you then.
Yes, Mistress Mastiff.
Mistress Mastiff. Yeah, anyways, these servants are dumb and don't obey the orders of their masters because of stupid things. Like, if you walk out your door, you might get hit by lightning. Oh! Anyways. Also, she called her Widow Moria, which is like a freaking badass name. But, well, nevertheless, I think this game is louder than it should be. That's better. I can freaking hear myself think now. Okay. Right. Yes. So, Mistress Pitbull over there is posing a bit of a problem because I'm trying to get over to that side of the room. Or the room, if you like. Because there's, you know, some loot there. A sound of some kind. It seems there's some there. Yes, well, there's the Nereid telescope. What? He did just leave it lying around? Haha, that's the joke. I just freaking get it now. Ha! Yeah, weird. But funny. Oh yeah, and then they freaking notice it missing, which is, you know, it's kind of silly. Like, they're trying to be realistic with the loot noticing, but right here, it's a required objective. So it's like,
I'm probably making the whole thing up.
if you
May
get
as
it,
well make certain.
you're forced to have an alert, and that's just dumb. Because it's supposed to be that you don't get alerts because you're skillful, but then you have to pick expert because you're skillful, but on expert you have to get an alert. I don't know. Not conducive to ghosting. Oh. But yeah, this map is like the worst thing ever because it's just a bunch of square rooms and library, study. Like, which floor is that even? History is written by the observer, propaganda by the victor. Keep a book of truths. Oh, look at us, we're keepers. We think we're objective. Because we're humans and we think we're objective. And yes, I'm back here for some freaking reason. Kind of forgot to buy another gas bomb before coming here. Obviously, those are ultra required. Come on now. What the shit? Shut up! Honestly, some days I don't know why you guys find me entertaining. Wait, what's she doing running? I haven't even done anything yet. Stupid. Hey, freaking finally. Alright. Let's unlock the door again. Because everyone knows lockpicks are a lot like hammers. You can use them to gain entry. That's it. That's my joke. I hope you like it. Yeah. So this is like a way into some other place. But first, I guess I'll read a book, which is probably by the captain. Boy, these pages sure are slow. Thursday. Will the storm never let up? We've been kept in port for 3 days, while the men stay on bay, lest they find other work. The treasure perplexes me. What manner of gold is it that gleams so, but does not dent? What does the strange symbol on it mean? Is it solid? No, not heavy enough. Hollow, then. Friday. I endeavored to melt it, but the treasure shows no sign of warp or scorching. I've heard of things protected by wards and such. Could this be such an item? I have placed it in the secret room for now, but this warrants further study when I return Monday.
The weather finally broke, and tomorrow we'll set sail, if the dockmaster is in the mood to take a bribe from an old marauder like me. Too bad I'll have to leave behind my fine gold telescope, the Nereid. The glass lens is chipped. If I were a superstitious man, I'd delay the trip. For now, it will stay here on display in the rotunda.
Looks like you should have been a superstitious man. Oh, you may notice this button. I will get to that later. Well, it's actually not a button, it's a switch. And when you press the switch, switches. Yeah, that's also a thing that will happen later, maybe, except slightly less exaggeratedly. I think this might be the dining room going from memory. So, let's go eat, and still haven't come across a lock where one of the sweet spots is not on one of the 8 compass points. Oh yeah, don't make fun of people with female voices, because there's nothing wrong with having a voice that is not masculine. Come on here. I have to say this because I think that this might not be totally obvious yet. There's that cat that looks stupid. I will call him Stooptronimus. Stooptronimus, how you doing? Who's a little cute cat? Oh yeah, I'm dumb. Physics are hilarious. Children's rhymes are not that well written, just saying. Right.
Whatever.
Give me my supper, bitch.
Alright. So I guess I'm ghosting to make it more interesting, but that just makes my commentary like even less existent. You heard Stooptronimus over there. Don't pay attention to him. He's kind of crazy. Alright, well.
Did something make a noise?
Oh yeah. Blooded dynamic light quickly. Oh, now I'm in the kitchen with Cook's favorite pasta or something. Clams and noodles, Captain's favorite. 1 pound clams scrubbed and set in strong wine for an hour. 1 pound noodles, butter, 1 head garlic. Boil the noodles and the soaked clams. Cook the garlic in the butter. Toss. Serve it up with more strong wine. I guess the captain...
Oh my gosh. I better get some help or something.
Are you having trouble buying a help or something? Then try Snort Card Gauge's Help Gauge. It's the helpline for when you lose your girlfriend and have to call a helpline, I guess. I don't know. What do I know about this sort of thing? Now, there's a bottle of wine here, which I think I can take up to the widow, maybe. But I can't quite remember if it's that one or if it's another one that I have to... I don't know. It could just be anyone, but I thought there was some loot here that I saw sparkle. No, I guess it's just that book. Well, taking the wine up is going to require constantly putting it down, except...
Was that a... Huh? Heard that, didn't I?
But... It's because I never ghosted before that I never found it difficult, but now... Boom. Greetings, good sir. How do you do on this fine morn? More to the point, how does your head do?
Something's there.
Because it's not going to be doing very well for much longer. Alright. Well, I'm guessing I can just take any bottle then. I don't know. I think there might be some stairs. No, not in this room. Darn it. Alright, so, just go up the main stairs, get all this loot later, apparently. Go up to see the widow. The wonderful widow of Oz. In a world where one of your objectives for doing good in this world is to get a lady drunk, one man must decide whether it's worth it to carry the bottle all the way up the stairs, yo, gangstas. Or if he should not bother at all. One man's name is Garrett. See him this summer. Possibly in the nude. But don't come crawling to me when that statement is false. I'm trying to sell a movie here. However, my favorite conversation is coming up, so let's listen.
Fine gathering, eh, dear?
Quite.
Yes,
Much like the McCafferty soiree last season at their summer home.
quite.
Yes.
Food was delicious.
Quite. Quite. Yes, quite. And on. Don't you two ever get tired of yourselves?
My, what's gotten into our Miss Varia?
Quite.
Yes.
Quiet, yeah. I don't know. That punchline to me is just like the greatest freaking thing.
Huh?
I just just love the upper class,
Hello?
you know, thing, the upper class parody.
Yes, the effrontery. I don't understand why she would come out here looking for me. I think it's the cat she should be looking for. After all, the rats making all the noises need to be eaten by someone, and it's certainly not going to be me. Quite, yes.
Anyway, looking for some stairs up to a tower, but as you've seen 10 billion times, it really is not helpful at all in the maps. By which I mean the map is not helpful yet. Nor healthful, unless you're a goat. Except if it's printed with lead-based ink. Does that exist? I don't know. But I know there used to be some PCB-based paper. That was a pretty hilariously insane idea. But, well, the world can be crazy. So. Oh, the tower is right there now, I remember. And, yeah.
Chilly when it came down for breakfast.
Something in the shadow.
Alright.
Very uncouth noise.
Okay. This better be a bottle thing that works. Because I'm about to go give a lady a drink.
Ginny? Ginny, come quick. I heard a sound, like a voice, carried on the wind. It was Robert, I'm sure of it. Don't tell me it was a trick of the wind. I know the difference. No, I will not come down. The sailor from the shanty town, he sails upon the sea. His boat is black, his skin is brown, oh, bring him back to me. Bryant tells me you've left a message for me on the Victrola. Really, Robert, can't you just tell me yourself? That silly Victrola annoys me. Why must we have that ugly mechanist thing crouching in our bedroom? If your message is really so important, then you'll tell me yourself. At dinner. Yes, dinner. I'll have cook prepare all your favorites.
Poor thing.
You must be a friend of Robert's, perchance? One really ought to recognize one's own guess. But the fog has been so thick lately. Could you somehow find it in your heart to fetch me a glass of wine? The servants have forgotten.
She doesn't.
Wine, huh?
You'll never believe
Chilly
it, Robert.
night.
The servants have
I
had
could
the
go for something
impertinence to
warming
refuse
myself.
a glass of wine. No, not even my Ginny. Robert, could you get a glass for yourself, and then I'll have a sip. Then you see, I might sleep. I am so weary, my darling.
So she loses her husband and goes crazy, kind of like Winchester, Mrs. Winchester, only slightly less overt about it.
Thank you. Now perhaps I can settle my poor nerves.
Yeah, it's over there.
So kind of you to fetch it, so that I could stay and watch for my dear Robert. I know I've not thanked you properly, and a poor woman's gratitude is not worth much these days, is it? I can hardly trust my other house guests. They think I don't hear them sneaking about, but I do. When my Robert returns, he'll deal with them. Anyone who has stolen from me. He'll always look out for me, one way or another. My Robert, my sailor.
Yeah.
You'll never believe it, Robert. The servants have had the impertinence.
She's got this weird
to
thing over her
refuse
head.
me.
Anyways, that is
No,
wine
not
for the
even my
widow.
Ginny.
And I guess I got like a note or something, or a couple of them. Yeah. Now, when she first said that ugly
Could you
mechanist
get a
thing
glass for
crouching in the
yourself?
bedroom,
And
I
then
thought
I'll have
by
a sip.
crouching she meant it was like a
Then you see,
robot, because
I might
Victrolas can't crouch, man. They just
I'm
stay in
so
one place. They
weary,
don't
my
move. But unfortunately, we didn't get an updated mechanist bot in this game, and I was quite disappointed, and I threw the game out the window. But
Ginny,
anyways,
come
yeah.
quick. I heard a sound, like a voice, carried on the wind.
Well, I think that having accomplished that mini goal... Don't look at me, dude.
I know the difference.
Yeah, see, sometimes they look at you. See, he wasn't even looking directly to his side. He was looking at 3/4, like, right at me. Weird. It's like the engine knows I'm here, but almost doesn't acknowledge it. Which is kind of what an idea I had. Yeah. But anyways, now having accomplished that, I think I'll just leave it here. I don't know how long this is, but I'm tired and it's hot, and so I'm always grumpy these days, which is not good. So see you guys later, and bye for now.